Hey guys, so we are doing another vlog post for the 30-day vlog challenge. I haven't even kept track recently of what day this is for me, so I might have to go back and count my vlogs. But I know that we're getting into like that first third and still going strong, so thank you so much for all your support. And we're going through a series about starting your business and giving you some tools and ideas of things that you need to do to get your business legit. Forgive me, I had 2 busy days of work yesterday and I have to stay home all day and pack. I'm leaving this weekend, so we are in pretty much PJ form still because I just have a lot to do today and haven't had time to get ready or anything. But I wanted to get this video out to you today by the deadline. So far we have talked about registering your business with your local county or state, and then we also talked about opening a business bank account. Today we're going to continue the series on starting your business, which I feel like now we could maybe officially call this, instead of starting your business series, making yourself legit series, because these are true things that you really need to do that you cannot just push off to the side to really make yourself a legit business. So next up, we're going to talk about setting up your tax ID information, and that is going to be for your federal tax and your state tax. So starting off with the federal side, for a long time I used my social security number as my tax ID number because I'm a sole proprietor, and that is perfectly fine if you do that. There's nothing really wrong with it, and you can do that. But it doesn't set yourself apart doesn't separate that personal from business like we've been talking about. So again, we're trying to make sure that we're separating the personal from the business. By setting up a federal tax ID, that is another way to make a clear distinction between those two. So in order to do that, you need to go to irs.gov, or I just Googled federal tax ID number application or whatever. It's a really quick form that you fill out, and you immediately get a letter in your email, I believe, or to download with your federal tax ID number. So it's super quick. It'll take you probably 5 minutes to do this. So now that you have that number, you can use this on your tax paperwork. One of the things that, if you are contracting, being like a contractor for other photographers, like if you're assisting at this point right now, which is great when you're first starting your business, you're going to need to give that photographer either your social security number or your federal ID number, tax ID number, because if they pay you, I believe this is correct, at least $600 or more, they are required to issue you a 1099 miscellaneous form at the end of the year so that you can send that to your taxes. And in order to do that, they need to have a tax ID number, and they can have your social security number or your federal ID number. But then you can provide them with your new federal tax ID number, and then at the end of the year they can give you the 1099 and you can file that with your tax paperwork. Next up is getting your state tax ID number. Now, you have to do some research on this because state to state it can be different. And the reason why I know this is because I've registered in Minnesota and Oklahoma, and they were both different situations on how they dealt with having a state tax ID. When I was in Minnesota, to get the state tax ID, I had to file with the state, and you just got an ID number for tax ID number. And then I could go online and use that tax ID number to file all my sales tax and use tax. But in Oklahoma, I had to get a sales tax permit number, I think is what it was called. So I didn't have like just a state ID number. It was an actual sales tax permit that had a number attached to it. And then I also had to have a separate use tax permit number. And I had a little certificate for each. So I had 2 separate numbers in Oklahoma. So check and see what your state requires, but the ultimate reason why you need some sort of tax ID number for the state that you're going to be working in is to be able to file for sales tax. So this is setting you up to be able to collect sales tax from your clients and then submit the sales tax to the state, and then also be able to pay use tax on those items that you've purchased for your business that you are required to pay use tax on. And I'm not going to go into that unless you have some questions on that. So be sure to know whether you need to submit monthly, quarterly, or annually. And again, in Minnesota, I believe it has been annually every year. I think in January um, that you send to the state, report all your sales tax and use tax and pay that in all at once. And in Oklahoma, you could get fined if you didn't report it in every month. So that was kind of annoying because I had to remind myself every month to get on there, and even if I didn't make any sales that month, I had to still put 0 in there, or you could get fined if you didn't report um, money. When you do make a sale and you don't report it, you get fined. If you don't make a sale, that's fine. Um, but again, the point is every state's different, so make sure that you're checking with your state on how you need to be collecting sales tax and paying your sales tax and your use tax, and at what form do you need a permit or an ID number to do that. Thank you for watching, and we'll continue this series later. I plan to probably take a break from the series this weekend and hopefully try to take you on my trip that I go on for the wedding I'm photographing on Saturday, and just kind of share a little bit of how I'm traveling and doing this wedding. Since it's the first wedding I'll be photographing while we're doing the video vlog challenge, and I think it's probably the only one I'm photographing, so I like to incorporate that, shoot some video at that and try to get that to you guys. So we might have some late days here, Friday and Saturday, maybe even Sunday, for my videos to show up just because I'm busy, but I really want to get that content out to you. So if you have any suggestions on getting your business started, questions on how to start your business, or steps you need to take that I haven't covered yet, please leave a comment, and I can make a video on some of those if you have questions on anything. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'll be in Wisconsin. I'm going to have an amazing, fun weekend, I'm sure. And we'll see you next time. Bye.